Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is, and it's going to take me a little bit here to get it, episode number 272 of the Level Up program, and day number 112 of the Brown Belt. And if you're new to the program here, this is all about my learning how to shoot the dice at the craps table, as well as practice a trend-based betting system. This will be my second live stream on kick.com/crapsmasterjourney, so make sure you check it out there. If you do like that on kick.com, it is actually a little bit more live time. It's a little bit easier to play along on there on Crapsee as well. If you're new to Crapsee, our code for the Crapsee app is going to be A9P2D8, or you can put that play tab on the Crapsee app and it'll bring you right to this table. In the chat on YouTube, we've got Uncle Hoku checking in number 1. We got John GT, Coffeeland, Red, Kevin Smith, Lazy Dog, Jason, and John GT again. On the kick side of things, we got Alfredo, Texas Crap Shooters, checking in number 1 there. Also, Alfredo is going live on Kick as well. So if you look up Alfredo TCS, he will have all of his live streams on there as well. So guys, check out kick.com. It's actually pretty cool of a site, and should hopefully give you guys a different alternative, something else that you can look at and watch our live streams as we go forward here. But anyhow, guys, the other night I went live on both live streaming Kick just to test out the apps and see how it goes. It was an interesting night. Had a couple cocktails in me, so it was not the most organized, the most planned out thing. But it was myself, my girlfriend and son, who was an ex-Marine, guys, just so you know. And we had a lot of fun. Good morning, Roger. OMC Craps checking in on YouTube. On Kick, we got John GT checking in. Make sure again, like I said, you guys give me a follow on Kick, and we're going to try to build that community as well as we have been building on YouTube. By the way, we're only 23 people away from hitting the 2,000 mark on YouTube for subscribers. It's taken me a while to get there, but I'm actually super excited to get to that level, basically. You know, it's something, I've started this as a hobby, started this as a method of me trying to learn how to throw the dice, how to bet at the craps table, how to make a little bit of extra money. And it's been turning into a really fun pastime, hobby, whatever. You know, let's get started on Crapsee. I'm going to start off with a $10 pass line bet. This is Blue Collar Craps. So Blue Collar Craps is all about starting with a low to medium sized bankroll, trying to make a low to medium sized win goal every single day or every single session that you're at the casino. Good morning, EF. What is the Kick User? Kick User is actually a new streaming site that started in the last year, and gives everybody a different alternative to watch the live streams that we have here. It is a little bit more real time, so if you're playing along with Crapsee, it does help a little bit. Good morning, Danny. Puck off. We got Queen Chief of 3 Kings checking in. So anyhow, let's go again. Like I said, $10 pass line bet. We're gonna go all bets set on Crapsee. I have a little bit of a cold going on here, so please bear with my voice in that. And I'll be sniffling throughout. We're gonna start off with a 3-2-3-6 dice set. We're starting from stick left 1, and we're gonna use the Yuri style grip again to begin our session. So we're working on keeping our middle finger and our thumb are centered on the dice. Ring finger and index finger are on the edge of the dice, as well as the thumb and the middle finger here. We'll dice out. We're going to start the day off with a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So our first put will be 6. And too many things to remember to do right now. Let's get the KPI row tracker started here. So we have a 1, 5, 6. Perfect. And everything appears to be working fine right now. 1, 5, 6 for Crapsee. Excuse me. So we got John GT checking on over in Kick. We got JR checking in over there. Joel, good morning. Anyhow, we're going to start with a 160 across bet level here. That's going to be $25 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got $30 on the 8, and let's go $20 pass line odds. Again, with Blue Collar Craps, our goal is to get out of the shooter as fast as possible the first 3 to 5 rolls. And once you get on break even or better, that's when we'll come back down on our shooter and start making trend betting decisions. Good morning, Coach Joe, checking in. And the biggest buzzword lately has been the TST toss, which is brought out, I believe, by Big AZ. It's a style of throwing a dice as well. Set of dice, and Alfredo's run off with that. And I've seen some pretty amazing rolls with him. Big AZ the other night hit the ATS as well as the tall, I believe, with that throw. Anyhow, let's go. I'm going to setting the dice on my own here, guys. I'm going to try to set them differently according to the new way of doing the rhythm rolling that I'm trying to learn. So I'm just going to call them out as I do them, and I'm not really going to explain it too much going forward. But anyhow, sorry for the extra delay here. Let's get it started. We have a 4, 5, 4, 1 dice set. And we're going to go all bet set, dice out, looking for a box number hit here. And we have a 4, 1, 5, horse and buggy. I like the energy of the dice there. I like where they ended up on that end of the table. That was perfect. So 4, 1, 5, and that'll be our first hit here. And that's going to allow us to bring all of our bets down. We'll go to the 4-unit bet level across. So that's going to be $20 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. We've got $10 in pass line odds. Actually, we'll go $15 in pass line odds and $24 on that 8. And again, we'll roll the dice back towards us. We got a 4 on the inside. We got a 1 outside. So we're going to go 5, 4, 5, 1 for our dice set. I'm recording these as we go on a side piece of paper, so that way I can kind of keep track and see how I'm changing the dice set around and see if I can actually make good decisions on these going forward. So John GT on Kick is saying that he's can't wait till he gets his table built. We got Bar Mixed checking in on Kick. So you're going to hear a lot of chat back and forth here, guys. I'll be trying to announce whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Kick. But we have all bets set here. And dice out, $35 brought back to the rack so far. We have $129 on a table. Remember, we started off with 160 on the table. We have dice out. Ooh, a little bit long on the landing zone. And we have a 2, 4, 6. That is the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that is one of our new dice calls that we have out that we brought out last week. I haven't brought out a new one for a while, actually, since I got hollered at from Alfredo for having too many calls. But hey, that is our point, so we're going to be coming out looking for a new point. We're going to stick with that $10 pass line, and once we get a new point established here, what we're going to do is we're going to bring all of our bets down to the 64 cross bet level, and then we will be $1 into the shooter, so we'll be almost to that break even. Excuse me. So let's roll this dice back towards us. We got a 2 on the inside. We have a 4 on the inside. We're going to go across sixes on the top. We have a 6-2, 6-4 dice set. And that last one was a 1-5. So we're going to go to 6-2, 6-4. And I'm going to be analyzing these dice tonight when I have a chance to look at them and see if we are making decent decisions on the sets and that. But we'll go all bets set here. Again, $10 on the pass line bet. All bets set. Dice out. Dice split apart in midair just slightly, but we have a 2-2 Ian double deuce. So the new point will be 4. And again, if you're just joining in, guys, we have 2 options for streaming now. We're going to be dual streaming. You can either watch on YouTube at the Crapsmaster Journey YouTube channel. You can also watch on kick.com/Crapsmaster Journey. We are playing along with Crapsee as we go forward here. We've got 18 people watching on YouTube right now, actually 16, and not exactly sure. We have 8 people watching on Kick. Our point is 4, so we're going to take the $20 off the 4. We'll make the 6. Actually, we're going to bring all of our bets down. We're going to go to that 64 cross bet level. And we've got $63 brought back to the rack. We have got $64 on the table. We have Lazy Dog checking in on Kick. We have Marble Fork checking on Kick. We have Chris Dice G-Gen on YouTube, so welcome everybody. It is a level up morning, Monday morning for CMJ. We're going to start over with that 3-2-3-6 dice set. And the last one was a 2-2. So we got 5, roll number 5 here. We have 3-2-3-6. So we're going to go all bets set. And dice up. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend this weekend. I've been working 60-hour weeks lately, so I had Saturday, Sunday. I had a little bit of a disappointment on Saturday with the Packers losing right at the end. Dice did cross on me, but we have a 6-3-9. That is the center field 9. So the Packers were supposed to be blown out this weekend, and they were not. They ended up losing right towards the end. We had our kicker missed a field goal, which would have put it in overtime, which really sucks, but it is what it is. So that was a valid roll for me. That was what I was kind of looking for. So we're going to go over to the 2-6-2-3 dice set. And guys, I'm in the process of learning this new style of, good morning, Marble Fork, learning the new style of rhythm rolling here. And once I get it down and I get it down really super comfortable, I will explain it to everyone once I put out that black belt video that's coming out, hopefully within the next few weeks. We're going to go to $18 on that 6. So we're just going to try and bet the number that's hitting. So it's bringing a little bit of money back to the rack, putting a little bit back on the table. We got 77 in the rack. We got $70 on the table. My goal is to get my bankroll up to approximately $1,300 today. So that's a little bit over a $100 win goal, probably around that $130 mark, $130 for a win goal today, which is keeping in check with the blue collar crap style of playing craps. So anyhow, we'll go all bet set here and dice out. 2-6-2-3 is the dice set. Looking for either a 2 or a 5 to end up on top of the dice at the end of the table once we're done here. And unfortunately, we got both of them. We got a 2 and a 5, so that would be a 7. Ouch. So here we go, guys. We got back to break even. We made just a few dollars off of that shooter. So if you're playing according to blue collar crap style, you should have been all that shooter. You should have made a profit, a slight profit at that, but you should have made one on that. So that was a double pitch of the dice, which is not a good thing. But let's see if that hopefully does not become habit. We're going to go back to the 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. And we're going to be looking for a new point here. Good morning, Red. I did hear, Red, that the Lions won. Congratulations. Wouldn't that have been really cool if it had been the Packers and the Lions for the NFC Championship game and the Packers won? Just checking, just saying, because then the Lions would have won our conference. We would, or the division. We would have won the conference. You know what I'm trying to say here, but that would have been kind of neat. You know, $10 pass line bet. Congratulations to the Lions. It has been since the 90s, I think, since they've been to this point, if I remember correctly. But anyhow, we've got 19 people watching on YouTube right now. We got 8 people watching on Kick. And make sure you give me that thumbs up, those likes. I'm up to 11 followers on Kick now. Wow, it's gone up 6 people since we started today. But anyhow, let's go all bets set here. $10 pass line bet, 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. And let's get her on, get her done. And we have a 2, 1, 3, the Alfredo sauce. And that one, to me, in slow motion, looked like it both landed right here, and they actually split off. One went that way, one went the other way. It is a pass line loser. But if you are playing along with that ATS, that'll help get you one of those numbers. Again, do not work to come out. That is a tagline of Alfredo's that I actually agree with 100%. Do not work that come out unless you are going to protect yourself there. Go back up again with a $10 pass line bet. And we're going to go back to the 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. One of the things that people question, and this is a question that came up by John from Casino Gaming TV last week, was the fact that how can you rhythm roll, how can you set the dice if the dice throws are not always even? And one of the first things you need to do when you're watching your dice setting is checking to make sure it's a valid roll, make sure it's a decent roll, make sure it's something that is one of your normal mechanical type throws. And that last one was close, but not there. And I know it wasn't there because how the dice split off like that. Bar mixed on Kick says split action on a dice sometimes is better than that double pitch. May or may not be, depends on how you set your dice and how you throw the dice normally. So let's go all bets set here. $10 pass lane yet. Looking for a new point, shooter number 2. Dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. And that one is a pass line winner, this time a natural. So we had it taken away from us. Now we have it given it back to us. So we're at that even point again. So that's a 3, 2, 3, 6 start. Ended up with a 6-5. So let's do this one. So let's reset these dice here. Let's split off there. So that was both dice off axis on that one. So let's do this one. So let's go to a 3, 2, 3, 1 dice set. No, 3, 3, shoot. Here we go. 3632. I'm sorry. We're just going to reverse it around. 3632 dice set, and we'll see what happens with that. So we're going to call that all bets set. We got 13 people playing in Crapsee. Up to 20 on YouTube. We've got 8 people watching on Kick. And dice out. 3632. And 617 as they come out again. Pass line winner, natural. So this brings up an interesting question as well. And I'm going to kind of string it to what happened last week with John's questions, but also with a question of my own. When it comes to the ATS, do you chase the numbers? Last week I did chase that last number, and it was more of as an experiment as well as a fun thing just to see if I could do it. We were playing it on Crapsee here, playing it live on YouTube. Excuse me. But normally I do not do it. Comment came up from Alfredo the other night about how if he has come out sevens, he's going to play the 7 come out game, and he's going to make a lot of money off of that come out process with those 7s. Yet, on the flip side, if you're playing at ATS, if you're not protecting yourself, you're not hedging that come out, you're going to be losing money with the 7s. So do you keep on shooting for the 7s or do you not on that come out? Just something to think about. Is that a practical way of playing the game? Is it a profitable way of playing the game? Is it an ethical way of playing the game? That's where the question comes in. I personally don't have an answer for it. And I'm kind of looking in the chat here. What do you guys think? How would you play that? So we're going to stick with the $10 pass line bet. We're up $10 for this shooter so far. And let's go all bet set. 3236. I got to record that last one. This is going to be roll number 10 for the day. 3236 and dice out. And we have another 167, so that's our second 7 in a row. Come out winner, pass line winner, natural. So Marble Fork says he thinks the 7 or horns are good on a come out. Alfredo says he doesn't mind a split as long as it doesn't hit the double wall. Okay, and Barmix agreed on that. Again, we're going to stick with that $20 or $10 pass line bet. We have a last one was a 1-6. We actually reversed it, which does make sense with the way we rolled the prior dice. So let's see what we're going to set it as right now. 3236. And that was a 1 and a single pitch. Input and single pitch on that last one. We're going to stick with the 3236 right here and just see what happens. Yeah. So 3236. And we'll call that all bets set. Ace out. They split apart slightly in the air, and we finally have a point established for this shooter. We have a 2-3-5, the Justice 5, and that would be Justice Jen showing up here. So again, we're on that 5, and we are going to go to the 160 across bet level. This will be shooter number 12 coming up here. And we finally got a point established on this second shooter here. And we are 5 rolls into it, 6 rolls into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls for the come out to get that point established. So interesting. $25 in a 4, 9, and 10. We got 30 in the 6 and 8. We've got $20 or $10 pass line odds, $15 pass line odds. Pardon me. And we're trying to work up to the $1,200 bankroll level. No, over $1,300. Yeah, 1,300. So again, we're going to go dice towards us. We'll go 2 on the inside, 3 on the inside. Cross 6s on the bottom. 1, 2, 1, 3 is the dice set. 1, 2, 1, 3. Good morning, Dusted One checking in. So Alfredo says absolutely ethical to stick to the 7s. I don't want them, but play for them. I don't want to play for them. Embrace them, so I'm not sure changing the set after come out being embraced what's seen. So that is one way of thinking about it, you know. But it's definitely a question that needs to be discussed. And guys, you need to play your game. You need to play the game that you're comfortable with at the table, and the game that's going to help you win the most money. This whole light side, dark side crap, you know, it is what it is. Good morning, Slim, Buckeye Slim checking in. He says Crapsee's been a jerk for him. Just watch and root for the long roll, he goes. But guys, you know, yeah, you know, and like Alfredo just says, he says, do not work the come out. So unless you work it according to what you're comfortable with, what you're willing to either win or lose. So just something to think about, something to throw out there. So got all bets set here. We have a 1, 2, 1, 3 dice set. Dice out. Dice line is slightly short, and they did cross after they landed. We have a 6-6, the OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. So we're getting a little bit of rubbish here on our throws, but that does help if we're playing the ATS. Got one of the bookends out of the way. We are looking for box hits here, though. We had a 3-2. No, what was our last one? I got to record that first of all. So we had the 1, 2, 1, 3. And then we ended up with 6s. So it was a double pitch. We had a double pitch on both sides. So that was a primary hit on that last one. So good morning, Buckeye. So keeping the primary way, let's go 3-2, 3-6 again. We'll start over in the beginning. 3-2, 3-6. And let's roll them. We're going to keep them the same, 3-2, 3-6. And we're going to call that all bets set. Dice out. Veered out just slightly to the right, guys, into that mixing bowl. 2, 5, 7. Ouch. So not good. That was a explode, or one dice off axis with a single pitch on the opposite one, which is the absolute killer with that 3V dice set. So that second shooter was complete ramble there, guys. We had only one box number out of 2, 4, 6, 7 throws. Unreal, unreal. Let's do this once. Last one's double pitch. Just for shits and giggles, let's go with the TST throw here, guys. We'll see if I can do it. And I'm gonna try to do it Alfredo style here, but we're going to use a slightly different set here. So I'm going to write it into my notes as a TST. He does, I forget which dice it is, but we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 6. And he staggers the dice here, pinches them, and then throws them down the table like this so they smack. He goes to the flat part of the table. Big AZ, I believe, is going into the corner of the table. But let's give it a shot once, see what happens. We'll go $10 pass line bet. And we got 14 people playing Crapsee. Make sure you press that I am ready button, please. We've got 20 people watching on YouTube. We got 10 people watching on Kick. So that is an amazing number that we're up to 30 people watching right now. And we're going to go all bets set here, dice out. So I'm going to give this a shot once. So we have the dice staggered. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. So they're going to be off center. We're going to grab them like this and throw them down the table and just smack them down. And we got a 6-2-8. So we have a 6-2-8 on a come out. And we're not looking for any perfection on this throw because we are setting that all 7 set and trying to jumble them up a little bit, trying to get them to rattled a little bit here. So 6-2-8, 8 will be our point. And this is called a TST, I believe it's called. This is something that Big AZ's been working on. Alfredo's been working on it. They've both been doing slightly different types of throws. But anyway, we're going to go to that 160 across bet level. $25 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 30 on that 6. We're going to go $20 in pass line odds. And again, we're going to go 1, 2, 6, 5. We're going to stagger those dice or offset them. And Alfredo throws them in he called it inline type situation, I believe. So he throws them like this. I think Big AZ is throwing them flat style. I'm not really sure. But we'll go all bets set here and dice out. And we have a buckshot of the point. We have a 3-5-8. The 5-3-8 is a great 8. Leon from Great Crap showing up. So that is our first box hit on this third shooter. So Marble Fork says he has a come out set and then he switches to a regular strategy. Okay. So stick with that $10 pass line, but we have $34 brought back to the rack here. We have the 1265 dice set. And this is similar to that magic toss where we start like this when we kind of throw and twist their hand as we're throwing. I think that's what they call that as a magic toss. We have Bill K checking in on YouTube. Good morning. Good weather day for him, I think he said. But anyway, we'll go all bets set here, looking for a new point. And weather here in Wisconsin is starting to warm up a little bit. We're out of the negatives, so that's always a good thing. So 1, 2, 6, 5. And we have a 5-6 mid-mo yo on a come out. Cheer coming to us from above. That is a pass line winner, a natural on a come out. So again, guys, the brown belt level here is all about variety, trying different things, trying to see what's going to work out for us. Once we get back to the black belt level, which will be coming out again in a few weeks, like I said, once I get the video set up, we're going to be focusing more on specific type situations, specific type things. So something to consider going forward here. I'm trying to master this new level of rhythm rolling. We'll go all bet set here and get that going as well. So that way we're all ready for black belt on that one. Black belt will be learning a new throwing position coming up. So that's something to consider. And we got a 3-6-9 center field 9. I kind of like this toss. It's kind of neat. It's kind of, you don't have to worry about it as much type thing. And that's one of the things Alfredo was talking about last night. And he's testing it right now. So let's give it a shot here. Smack them dice together until they favor a number. He said, dice imperfection. I agree. So anyhow, we got a new point of 9 set up here. Let's move that $25 on the 9. Actually, we got a hit on that. So let's bring our bets down. We're going to go to the 4-unit bet across there. So we're going to go $20 on the 4, 5, and 10. We got 24 on that 8 and 6. We got $10 in pass line odds. So we're looking for one more box hit here, and then we'll come down to the 64 cross bet level. So 1, 2, 6, 5, which is an all 7 set. And I need to take a drink of a beverage here really quick to get something in to throw it. Wow, this cold is kicking my ass right now. So we're going to go all bet set and dice out. So, ice storm last night. Ouch. That's one thing that's very crippling to a community if as an ice storm. Put this out. And we got a 1, 6, 7. Ouch. So that one did not work that time. We almost got to break even on that shooter. So that's shooter number 3. That is a loss, unfortunately. So that's going to be 2 shooters in a row that we took a hit. So we need a little bit of recovery here. We're going to try this one more time here. That TST throw. 1, 2, 6, 5. And again, I've been seeing varying results by the other people doing it. Some have had some very long rolls and hit the ATS or part of the ATS. And I've also seen a bunch of very short rolls. So play accordingly with your bets here, everyone. $10 pass line bet. I'm going to do this time. We're going to go, I'm going to go 4, 2, 424 on the ATS. And let's go the $2 craps check. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. Let's see. Here we go. And a 527 on a come out. H pass line winner, natural. So that 5-2 is the actual perfect throw, believe it or not, with that all 7 set. Unreal. Here we're trying to not get the darn things, and they are coming out. So we'll try it one more time here, and if we don't, we're going to go back to our normal toss, guys. Again, brown belt's all about trying different things. $10 pass line bet here. We're going to repeat our bets, so we're going to go 424 in the ATS, $2 craps check, $10 on the pass line. So we only lost $2 off that last one. Even though we have more money up on the table here. So let's go all bets set and dice out. And we have 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. 5 will be our point. And again, we're going to go with that 160 cross bet level. So that's going to be $25 on the 4, 9, and 10, 30 on the 6 and 8. We'll go $15 in pass line odds. We're going to go 1, 2, 6, 5 for the dice set, offset them. And we're going to ramble them down to the opposite end of the table. That's the one's down $18. Sorry, my friend. So we'll go all bets here. 12 people on Crapsee. We've got 22 people watching on YouTube, 8 people on Kick, and we got all bets set here. Dice out. And a 369, that is a center field 9. Again, this different way of throwing the dice is actually kind of comfortable doing it. Have kind of a nice rhythm to it, which is like maybe not what you want to do, but so if you guys need rebuys, make sure you send them through. The Crapsee app was supposed to be up. The new version was supposed to be put online this weekend. I think they were testing other things, so I don't think they were able to find it or put the new one online yet. So I'm excited to see once that happens what's going to go on. That's $31 brought back to the rack here. Again, we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go to that 4-unit bet across. $20 on the 4, 9, and 10, 24 on that 6 and 8, $10 pass line odds. Okay. Offset those dice, and we'll go all bets set here. Dice out. Excuse me. So JR says that there's still a few issues that they're working out with Crapsee, but they're very, very, very close. That is awesome news to hear. So here we go, dice out. And we got a 3-4-7. So I'm getting off of this way of throwing the dice, guys. They had 3 short rolls here. So I'll tell you what, it felt very comfortable throwing it, but I'm not liking the results right now. So we're going to go back to our normal way of throwing here. Again, just trying something a little different. But we're going to go with the last shooter here, guys. So if you need a rebuy, you don't have enough money for a rebuy. The guy that borrowed money from, oh, okay. Huh. Guy from Kick borrowed my money. So that's weird. Okay, I don't understand what that means, but $10 pass line bet. 3236. Let's go back to our normal way of throwing the dice. And this is going to be roll number 23 for the day. 3236. And we're going to go all bets set. So JR is saying that, yeah, I agree, Alfredo. Good morning, Randy on Kick. JR saying is better than the current version, though. And I saw the new version coming out, guys, somewhat, and I do 100% agree. It is much, 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 much better than the current version. There's a lot more bells and whistles that you'll be seeing, and something that me as a content creator, I'm going to have a little bit of a learning curve, slight learning curve on some of the stuff, but it is a really cool new version. But dice out here. 3236 is our dice set. Looking for a new point. Ooh, terrible throw, guys. That is a bad mechanical throw, but we have a 145. So that is a horse and buggy. That'll be our new point. So that one I realized maybe I got a little bit too used to the other roll, however short it was, the other style throwing. But good morning, John. Pro Craps checking in. So everybody on Kick as well as new YouTube here is saying that the new version of Crapsee that's coming out is way better. It's easier for the people hosting the game, says John GT. I agree, but one of the things, guys, is there's going to be a video component, and that's one of the things I personally need to work through to make it work and make it easier for me. 160 cross battle, we got 25 on the 4, 9, and 10, 30 on that 6 and 8, and we need to do some recovery here. So let's roll those dice back towards us. We got a 4 on the inside, we got a 1 on the inside. That gives us a 2V. Let's roll the dice back towards us. We have a 6-2, 3-2 dice sets. So 6-2, 3-2. We'll record that. This will be roll number 24 coming up here. The last one was a 1-4-5. And we're going to call that all bet set here. Dice out. Oh my God, not our day. We're going to call that quits here. 347, ouch. Not a good day for the CMJ table. Let's go over and look at our statistics. Get that entered into Crapsee first. We definitely lost money today, so not good. We're gonna do some revamping tomorrow. But anyhow, we got 5 shooters today. None of them got over 7, which is very unusual for me. And SOR today of 4.8, SRR of 3.0, which is horrendous. There's a number in the center giving us a big old finger, but other than that, the number 5 was the strong number. Box numbers are really low today. Inside numbers are low. 4s and 10s are really low. Come out 7s off the charts. Horns average or expected. Fields are low. Hardways are low. And for some reason, it shows it as a slightly light-sided play today. Yeah, not a good day here. But let's go through our statistics. And this is our brown belt statistics through the end of last week, Friday. Through the end of last week, Friday, we had 4,098 throws, and we have an SOR of 9.63 as well as an SRR of 6.90. So those numbers aren't too bad. We're averaging 2.17 come-out 7s for each shooter. So kind of interesting looking at some of those numbers in that. We got everybody saying thank you. Dustin one says a tough session. I 100% agree with that. Again, guys, we're streaming on kick.com/CrapsMasterJourney. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you give me a follow on that channel, or continue to watching on YouTube. Either one is acceptable. I love the support that everybody's giving, and I love the community that we are building here on both platforms. But until tomorrow, guys, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. See everybody tomorrow. Have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.